Hello guys, welcome back to Freddy's Supercoach. Today I'm going to be going through some underpriced, like quote unquote premiums, but like just basically just underpriced players who I think could improve come 2024, the season. So the first player that I have is in a lot of people's teams, 36% owned, and that's Hayden Young. Um, yeah, like I've stated in previous videos, he is playing more mid time. And more mid time means more ball. He's going to be playing more on ball. We saw what he did last season, or at the back end of last season, last month of footy. He averaged like 116. He priced at 94. He will be very, very underpriced come the start of next season. Next player I have is Lockie Whitfield. I just have like a feeling that he might go big. And as a pod in only 2% of sides, I think he will explode next season and have a very, very good season. Obviously he has the round 0 bye, so you can't really go there. But if not, probably he would be in my side, priced at 500k. I probably would take the risk with 40 trades, and yeah, so that's why he is one of my underpriced premiums. And the last guy in this defense is, where is he? Kitty Coleman. Kitty had an amazing final series. He averaged like 140 or 130 in the finals or something ridiculous like that. I watched the grand final. He could have won the Norm Smith, and then he kind of fell off in the second half. But yeah, with no Daniel Rich in the side, I think he could explode. And another one I would have been picking if it wasn't for round 0 and him playing round 0. They're my 3 defenders. Next, I move into the midfield. And it's just the main sub 500k guys. I think Nick Martin and Matt Crouch are the first two. Martin will be playing more of a halfback role, and I just love watching him play. He is such a great distributor of the footy. Yeah, his kick is so nice, penetrating. He on the wing in Essendon, he is just a gun, and he gets moved into the midfield, and he just racks up the ball. But yeah, at a halfback role, he's just a ball magnet. I reckon he could do a lot more than 88. I reckon there's upside within 105, 110 even. Like even as a keeper in the defence. And Matt Crouch, he only managed the 7 games last year, but averaged 97. So he had a 20% discount, I think. 10-point discount basically. So yeah. So you've already got 10 points of upside if he does averages what he did last year. So yeah, I just think he's currently in my side. But yeah, I reckon most of these sub 500 guys, a lot of them are undervalued, I think. Next I got Carl Amon. I was really hot on this guy. He was in every single one of my sides for about a month, probably all through January. And then that last week, there was some reports saying Weddle was taking his spot and he didn't have any kick-outs. He was playing more wing again. And I jumped off the pick. I still think it's a fine pick to do. If he can hold that halfback role for even a little bit, probably can average 100 and make, 50, 75k, close to 100k, pretty comfortably. What's 100 priced at? 560. So yeah, 100k maybe. I still think he should be able to do that with his price, but obviously now I just think his scoring might be a bit up and down, and that's not someone I want in my side. Next, I've got Ollie Wines. If he is truly playing a pure mid role instead of that wing, I think I lock him in my side. He's a proven scorer, Brownlow medalist. Has done, I think, 110 plus in this past. So what's he priced at? 83 if he does 110 again. Like even 105 last year, or the year before last. 3 back-to-back 105 seasons, which is like, for his price, you get 105 to the buys. He has the best buy, and you just flip him to someone just coming off their buy, like who has that first buy, like a like one of those double buy players, like a Sydney, like a Chad Warner or a Callum Mills if he's there, or a like. I think he's a very very good player, and if he is in that mid only price range, I think I will start him. And then the last player in the midfield that I am going to be talking about is Cam Guthrie. Another player that I was locking in my side for a while. Did a bit of research, watched some games where he played. He just looks slow, I think. And I don't think he can play at some high CVAs. Like I could be completely wrong, but he's like 30 something. Cameron Guthrie. He's 30, 31. He's getting up there. I don't know. I think it's a fine selection, but it's just I think he's the worst of the five if they all play desired roles. I think it goes Wines, Crouch, Amon, Martin, Guthrie is what I would say. If they're all playing roles that we like the roles we want them to play. Rucks, I could just go Gaundy, Max Gawn, and Brady Grundy because they're both heavily, heavily discounted, but that's 67 and 52% of play have gone there. So I'm going to be going some pod options that if you don't like either of them two, go these two. Tom DeConning is a double buy player, but supposedly looking massive, very fit, will be the number one ruck over Pitnet. I love this bloke. He could even get DPP if he spends some time forward in the earlier rounds. Tom DeConning, very, very nice player. I like him. He's at a good price. And then Tristan Jerry, he is having face surgery. So he should be out for a bit, but he's still going to be working on that fitness and that kicking, so it shouldn't be one to worry about. 4% of teams, I think that's slightly too high. I think at that price, he's probably the best under 450k. Like, I wouldn't be going near Draper. There's DeConning. I'd rather Cherry over DeConning. McLean, and then under here it's just wasteland. Like maybe one of Ned Reeves and Lloyd Meek get DPP, and then the other one goes down. So the DPP, like say Lloyd Meek gets forward DPP, and then Ned Reeves gets down, he gets solo ruck time. Might be a good option in the forward line. But yeah, I just don't know. Anyone below that is not as good. And then the forward line. Once again, I could go Flanders, but he's 35% plus in teams, so I will not go Flanders. Instead, I will go Liam Baker. I think is very underpriced. If he's reportedly been doing some mid time in 2% of sides, I think it is a very potty option. But yeah, I don't think you can go wrong. And also, I missed him. What have I got down here? 437. Taylor Adams. 78.2 average, can do 90s. What did he do last year? The year before last, Taylor. Taylor Adams, super coach. 80s, 90s, has done 110s in the past. Like, if he can get back to this scoring, I think it's a very nice prediction. But he is getting up there on age. Oh, I missed a white in there. Taylor Adams. He's 30. I don't think I want, apart from my ruck line, I don't really want any 30-year-olds in my side. So he's a no from me. And I've also got here, what's he written down as? 381. Connor McDonald. As Sean stated in his video, hanging out in the hood. 2% of sides. If he can play some midfield role, he is a very, very good user of the footy, and I think he would benefit greatly from it. He's a gun. I love him. I've also got, I'll give you a bit of a bonus one here. Where is he? 271. Cam McKenzie. I think they're a package. I think either one could play in midfield. C-Mac, both of them. I love both of them. I think if they're both playing midfield, I would lean towards McKenzie because he's 100k cheaper. But yeah, they're both very, very good players, and I love watching both of them. Mackenzie actually used to go to my school, so I have a bit of a soft spot for him. And the last guy, as a bit of a bonus, I'll give you is Nat 5. Priced at 50, and obviously can do a lot more than that. If he's playing a pure mid role, which is what it's coming out to, I think we could see the Fifey of old. As who said that? It was in an interview with like Erasmus or something. Said the Fifey of old. Like did 108 in 2011, 93, 106. Like just a very, very capable scorer. But once again, he is getting up there with age. 32. Yeah, I don't know. He's just, I just love watching him play. So that was his second year, was it? 108 in his second year, Jesus. Yeah, I just love watching the bloke play. He is actually my favorite all-time player. Him and Paddy Dangerfield. So he is currently in my side. And yeah, that's my underpriced quote-unquote premos for the season so far. I'm sure more will pop up. Like I'm sure James Jordan might get some mid-time. Like there's a lot in the forward line who I think are underpriced, but I just won't go near because rookies are going to make the same amount of money as him and as them, and I'll just put the cash out elsewhere. But yeah, I try to keep it a bit more potty, but of course Hayden Young is like 36% owned. So yeah, I've tried to keep it a little bit more potty. But yeah, so let me know if you liked the video, and I'll be making a couple more on some like own percentage. I'll make a top owned percent players team and a pod percent owned players team, so like under 10%. And yeah, I'll be talking about some of the players who are a bit higher owned and if you should start them if they're a trap. And then I'll also probably make another video on trap picks who I wouldn't touch that are a bit higher percent owned, like non-pods, like 10% plus. But yeah, drop a follow, subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys next time.